We're about a little bit over 4 months since we took office and the new executive committee was formed. A lot of housekeeping, a lot of things had to take place and are continuing to take place to make the organization stronger, more vibrant, and more well-known. That being said, we thought it would be very important to get to Washington to meet some of the delegations that are in the Polish caucus. We had several meetings with congressmen. I want to believe 6 to 8 meetings with senatorial and congressional people, which went very, very well. One of the best ones we had was with a relatively newer congressman by the name of Tim Kennedy, I believe. And Mr. Kennedy greeted us very well and actually proposed that we were trying to do something as a Polish-American community for our cause and how we contributed to the United States celebration of the 250th anniversary. Mr. Kennedy was gracious enough to propose the Library of Congress, and the week of I believe the 22nd of September, we will be showing a showcase of the Polish Americans' contribution to the United States. Dates specific yet have not been set in stone. We are anticipating the Polish government taking part in the NATO summits in New York. So there's going to be many from the delegation of Poland, many from the delegation of caucus of the United States. I can only give you the names that we're going to be invited. That's going to be coming out as the process begins. But the Washington visit didn't even end with the congressional and senatorial. We actually went to the Embassy of Poland, met with the Charge d'Affaires of Poland, Mr. Klich. We were graciously greeted, spent almost 2.5 hours with him and his staff. Many things were discussed, even the cooperation of the government of Poland and the Library of Congress in demonstrating what we're doing moving forward in terms of the celebration that we plan on having in September. Correct. We met with the President of the Ukrainian Congress, which was very helpful as well. We wanted to hear where he's coming from. How's he viewing the war? How can we help? How can we give additional help to each other? And the meeting went very, very well, and our continuing dialogue continues from there. The Washington Division graciously met us as well. We went to a beautiful church where they hold their meetings outside of D.C. That is a goal of mine and the Executive Committee moving forward, that we get to know all the members, all the state divisions. We want to make an outreach, not that we're sitting on a perch or on a bully pulpit. We want to make sure that we're out in front of the people and growing this organization. Mr. Kołodziej, the president of the Washington Division, greeted us very nicely. Amongst, I think there was 30 or 40 or 50 people there from the division that greeted us not only with great food, but they greeted us with great ideas, and a lot of discussions took place. Well, it's to try to get a grasp on who actually the players are in each division, their executive committees, what's their outreach, what would they need, how can we help as a national, more so than we're doing now. You know, as in any organization, the head of the organization always gets, well, what do you do for us? Well, that's what we're trying to do. Without that critical information of the survey that was distributed to the individual organizations, it's impossible for us to move forward in a good way. We're moving forward, don't get me wrong, but the best way to move forward is to have accurate information, contact information, who's who, what's what, how can we help. We're growing the organization. We already have outreach in Texas is opening a division. Colorado's opening a division. Hopefully Florida's going to open another division. So we have a lot of good things happening where we can help the divisions, but we need to know accurate information. Well, this is a very good thing that transpired. Actually, we met here in Chicago a month and a half ago. Happened to be in Washington at the same time. We are looking to continue and create an office in Washington. Mr. Allegrini, Robert Allegrini, was helpful. He's my counterpart in the Italian-American organization. And he happened to be in Washington at the same time we were, and we got together. And what was proposed was a potential signing of an MOU between our two organizations to be the first of the organizations within a group of diaspora countries in the United States to have a little larger voice, to be able to make an outreach on behalf of the Italian Americans, as well as them making an outreach on the part of our important factors to be dealt with. This is the beginning, folks. The Italians and the Poles, which as a matter of fact have a mention in both of our national anthems, they mention Poland and we mention Italy in our national anthem as the Polish national anthem goes. But the best part about it is we are going to be at the inception of this organization, bringing together European nations, their diaspora here in this country, to move forward and have a larger, even larger voice than the 10.5 million that we represent here in this country. We have scheduled now a virtual meeting, already scheduled and posted on June 20th. Everybody, I'll have all our divisions be very well aware that your computer skills will have to be sharpened. We will support and help in any way possible, but June 20th is the schedule thing. Make sure your dues are paid, make sure everything else so you have a voice in this election, because there will be bylaw changes and there will be elections taking place for the position of Vice President. Right. On the Executive Committee, we have Mr. Tomasz Kołodziej, who's the American Affairs Vice President. He will be running the election process, and Mr. Niemyjski, Andrzej from Arizona, who's a Vice President of Polish Affairs, will be running the bylaw process along with their committees, which also will be posted shortly. Well, I believe both will be supplied probably within the next 24 to 48 hours. The budget's been a process that the survey would have helped to know who we're dealing with, how many people, how many members, how many actual divisions. Our website, unfortunately, has one number. We believe it's another number in terms of division count. Member count has to come from the divisions, and that survey just enables us to be more efficient and more proper in getting the help that each division needs, or that we need as a national organization from the divisions. So please, I emphatically pray to you guys to please, please, please supply the information about that. Ms. Baszczyk, who's our current treasurer for the Polish American Congress, is prepared and has finalized the budget, which should be posted today or tomorrow on our website, along with this little tape we're preparing for you today. Well, let's take it from my perspective. We are the Polish American Congress. Our mission is twofold. Started out as being, let's say, more assistance to Poland when Poland wasn't free. Poland is a free and very prosperous country, I may say, and our intervening in their political structure should be prohibited, especially if it's not to keep the sanctity or safety of their country. If it's political views, I encourage anybody who wants to write letters on their own behalf, but not with our Polish American Congress logo on it. Our Polish American Congress is more to be a guideline. We would love to see that individual divisions be very, very active in their own communities. Arizona, California, Illinois, Colorado. Focus on those local communities, because the stronger you are locally makes the national and our voice be heard more accurately. If we tend to write letters independently to the government officials in Poland, one division looks at it differently than the other division, and there's a disconnect. It doesn't look, it's dysfunctional for our organization. Again, I implore the National Executive Committee to work with me on this very strong point. We will be supplying a guideline, if you want to call it, on communications, how they should be done, and how they should be reactionary from the individual divisions. Please watch for it. It should be posted in the next day or so, too.